3.7 trillion shillings devolution cash. Quite a mouthful headline there in the Daily Nation.
Taking time bomb, the skyscrapers, a big deal, of course, for those people who are cruising up there.
That's the Standard. People Daily, the Ruto crony is speaking garbage, two-term politics.
Okay, and of course, litmus test for Ruto and Raila as key allies defect its that season.
The Star. Taifa Leo, Mlo wa Sumu. Today, there's a Taifa Leo man, a very different headline. Usually
we know them.
We know them,
yes. And of course, on the Business Daily, inside battle to end Joe's port monopoly.
All right. And on the state of today's youth perspective, Lily.
It is. And of course, I'll be having Josephat Kamanyo, political analyst, Njeri Kahiga National Youth Leader, Nick Mwangi, the Secretary General of Kenya Ahadi Party, as well as Hans Rop, political analyst. It is all about the youth and their perspective to politics.
All right, that will be coming your way starting 6:30. Let's cross over the region. We'll start off in Uganda, New Vision. Winners and losers. NRM MP primaries, how Hotspots District voted, over 180 arrested. And we have the winners and losers on the front page of the New Vision. They were contesting for about 499 MP slots.
Yeah.
In, of course, various counties in Uganda. Yesterday, the NRM, we were asking ourselves, why are we not talking about other political parties like UPDF and, of course, others that exist? But yesterday, NRM went to the polls to select flag bearers for different member of parliamentary seats across Uganda.
This is Uganda. You're asking why you're not talking about other
UPDF.
parties. Interesting.
NRM.
Interesting. But yes, as of course the headline says, it's always going to be a winners and losers affair when it comes to nominations.
We have the winners and the losers. You can catch this story on page 8, 24, 26, and 27 of the New Vision.
It's a big story.
On the top strip, suspects in 20
billion education ministry fraud named. Kumbe, education is not just a problem here. It cuts across.
And in Uganda, they take education matters very seriously.
Yet, of course, you still get to experience fraud. I think the other time we were having a conversation on education, and we said perhaps there's so much that goes into the education sector, just that we do not get to use it as should be. Hence, there's talks of fraud and corruption.
And there is a new book here. Ex-minister reveals how Museveni built global clout. He's doing so well at it. Museveni is still vying for presidential seats in Uganda.
But you wait until you go to Cameroon and you meet Paul Biya, who's almost clocking 90, and he's still going to vie.
Well, that is the New Vision still in Uganda.
And the survival of the fittest, pretty much the same story as to who are the winners and the losers during the nomination process, as of course they are angling to get to the general election.
Battle for the NRM flag. It was a cocktail of tears of joy, tears of sorrow, fights, hugs, and everything in between, as the National Resistance Movement Party went to the polls to pick flag bearers for parliamentary seats in next year's general election. And the story has been covered on page 2.
It's almost all the pages.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12.
That is 11 pages in total, including the front page. Winners and losers. Again, other stories here. What if we got a border president?
Please, they don't want to go that direction. They want to have the same conversation we had.
Really?
Well, of course, from border to wheelbarrow, and now to wheelchairs, as they would say. But yes, all the best to them.
They say outright no. With a border president, you would see a whole new level of brotherhood. There is an unspoken bond among border riders. They're like a streetwise intelligence network. Uganda, you should learn.
And you understand rather too well that border is quite lucrative an industry in Uganda. Perhaps that's the reason why they say that this is the way to go.
A border president.
You never know. And I mean, you never know, to be honest. I mean, Liberia was lucky enough to get a footballer. And we've seen other countries just daring. If they can dare, but now where do they dare when Museveni is still around?
Where?
Okay.
Drama as judge forgets to sign a Dr. Besigye production warrant. Oh wow, Dr. Besigye is still in custody since January. On the top strip, Middle East, rewriting Uganda's labor export and trade story. And the Middle East is now Uganda's biggest export destination and employs tens of thousands of Ugandans, majority of whom are youth. That's the Daily Monitor.
Wait a minute. They're talking about over 30 jobs opportunities for grabs at future auctions. Oh, of course, that's a company pretty much advertising. I would have imagined that, hey, this is jobs being advertised, and it's a serious matter for Ugandans. I mean, youth are always complaining of lack of jobs, but of course, it's a whole different thing.
All right.
Okay.
Tuvuke kule Bongo, Tanzania. Gazeti la Mwananchi, dira ya matumaini yafungua fursa za mageuzi katika sekta mbalimbali nchini Tanzania. Yagusa wanawake, vijana na wenye ulemavu. Rais Samia ataja maeneo 6, atoa angalizo utendaji kazi wa mazoea, asaka rekodi ya ukuaji uchumi ngazi ya juu. Na Rais Samia anasema hapa chini kwamba tuna tabia ya kusema sana kuliko kutenda, na mtu wa sekta binafsi alitupa kwetu serikalini, lakini hii ni tabia ya Watanzania sote. Kwa hiyo sasa sekta binafsi, serikali, wananchi tutende zaidi kuliko kusema. Na kwa upande nyingine, hakuna nchi duniani inayojengwa na wageni, ni Watanzania ndio watanufaisha dira hii. Sera na sheria zitungwe kuwabeba kibiashara manunuzi na zabuni za serikali ziwapendelee Watanzania kwa makusudi bila uoga.
This is pretty much a Vision 2050 for Samia Suluhu and of course for the people of Tanzania. Kilichowashangaza wengi ni kwamba Freeman Mbowe alionekana kwamba aliingia katika uzinduzi huu, ambaye alikuwa ni a top contender on those sides of Chadema. Kwa hiyo watu wengi sana wakashangaa imekuwa kuaje Freeman akaingia, lakini kama wanavyosema siasa ndio hivyo, defecting to this side to that side. Muhimu ni of course if they have a vision for the country that is good, then certainly of course that is basically what they want. Not many people are happy with Samia Suluhu, and of course there are also a majority of them that appreciate her leadership, and therefore we hope that this 2050 vision is going to be helpful for watu wa Tanzania.
All right, that story is on page 2 and 3 if you want to take a deep look into it. Other stories here, sababu idadi ndogo wahadhiri wanawake. Habari kamili katika ukurasa wa 5 wa gazeti hili la Mwananchi. Na kule juu, haya ndio makosa kwa wanaosaka six pack.
Makosa gani bwana?
Mtu
anatamani alisome hilo sio eti
Habari kamili katika ukurasa wa 12, lakini jana tulikuwa na daktari hapa alituambia sometimes these people going to the gym, the men, there's some drugs that they are taking that comes back and affects even their performance.
Kwa hiyo six pack sio about exercise peke yake, kuna zile drugs ambazo wanachukua labda inaweza kuwa kuna ukweli hapo. Hiyo nakubaliana na hilo.
Chadema makes it on the front page of gazeti la Mwananchi. Anasema kigogo Chadema atinga mkutano wa Chauma. Habari kamili katika ukurasa wa 6. We haven't been seeing more of Chadema. We've just been hearing CCM ever since Tundu Lissu, of course
faced treason charges.
Gazeti la Mwananchi, tukisalia kule Bongo.
All right, road to prosperity. President Samia Suluhu Hassan describes the launch of Development Vision 2050 as a historic milestone, saying the strategy is a firm foundation for the country's socio-economic transformation in the next 25 years, perhaps planning to be there, or better yet, planning good even for the person that is going to take after her.
Yes.
Mambo mengi tu viongozi wa Tanzania wamekuwa wakizungumzia kuhusiana na swala hilo. Nafikiri ni sawa tu na kile ambacho tumeona katika gazeti ya Mwananchi, na pale chini wanasema critical thinking crisis, universities prompts AI ethics debate. Mazungumzo ya AI pia wanaitwa AI kwa Kiswahili inaitwaje? Ngumu sana eti. Nafikiri nilimsikia Andrina kilizungumzia hilo kidogo, limenitoka, lakini sawa tu, AI tunajua sisi wote inamaanisha nini. And of course there are a lot of adjustments that align to this prosperity vision, of course in relation to making sure that different sectors get to benefit from the leadership of Tanzania, education being one of them.
On the top strip, how online betting is reshaping Tanzania's gambling landscape. How bado anaongelea gambling. We had to do some, things to ensure that we are doing it.
To shake up here different, in the country, I agree.
Payment logistics failures hurt Africa's intra-trade growth. That's the Citizen. That's the regional dailies. This Friday, let's take a look at the weather situation across various parts in the country. We start off in Mombasa.